Next of kin. Well, I believe you have seen the notice from Bank of Ghana clarifying the meaning of next of kin in relation to bank accounts in Ghana. I'm quite excited about it because somewhere in February 2023, I wrote an article about next of kin to attempt to clarify the meaning of next of kin in Ghana, because prior to that, I saw a lot of people circulating an article that was misinforming people that there's something called POD, payment on death, and so once you go to the bank and you fill the POD and you die, your money will be given to the person whose name is in the POD form on the next of kin. I think all those things are lies. It does not apply in Ghana. And let's do some little education. When we say next of kin simply means your closest family member. Kin, as in K-I-N, kindred, is a family member. Okay? So when they say next of kin, I mean, when you get employed, they ask you for next of kin. When you go to the hospital, they ask you for next of kin. You fill any other form, recruitment, and all of those things, they ask you for next of kin. Usually, next of kin simply means that who is your closest family member that we can contact in case we are not able to get you directly. And so the next time you go and write next of kin, don't think that next of kin means the person is going to inherit you. In fact, next of kin does not mean that the person is going to inherit your property. In Ghana, the property of a dead person or the property of a deceased person is regulated by about 2 or 3 laws. First of all, we have the Wills Act. Secondly, we have the Interstate Succession Law. Thirdly, we have the Administration of Estate Law, which are all laws that have been passed by the Parliament of Ghana. If, for example, you have a lot of money in your bank account and you die, there are 2 ways that money can be shared. If you made a will and you mention someone in the will as the person who is supposed to receive your money, that person you mention in the will is called the beneficiary. That beneficiary will have to ensure that the will has been proved in probate at court. Then upon getting the probate, the person can use the probate to go to the bank to claim the money. That is one way of doing it. Another way of doing it is that if you did not leave a will, then the state of Ghana is saying, we ourselves will write a will for you. And the will we are going to write for you is found in the PNDC Law 111, which is the Interstate Succession Law. That is your automatic will if you do not write a will and you die. And so, if you left money in the bank and unfortunately you pass on, your family members, whoever is supposed to do it, is supposed to go to the court, obtain letters of administration in respect of the dead man, and then on the authority of that letters of administration, you go to either the bank for the money, the Lands Commission for the lands, DVLA for the cash, or any other property that you can claim on behalf of that dead person. So, I mean, quite frankly, that is about next of kin. Let us all get the information. There's one thing I just want to add to the clarification Bank of Ghana has brought, which is something I've observed from my experience as a practicing lawyer. You know, many a times when you go to the court for letters of administration, the judge will ask you how much is the money in the bank account. The reason is that you have to pay tax on that money before you are granted the letters of administration. Now, the banks are also saying that because of confidentiality of the dead man, when you come to the bank, they will not give you the bank balance. So unless you go to the court, for the court to give you an order to come and serve it on the bank, for the bank to give you the balance, then you go back to the court for the letters of administration. I think we are punishing people unduly. So you can share if you are listening to me, kindly share this video to the Bank of Ghana. I want them to revise their policy. What I'm saying is that a dead man has nothing confidential again. Once you die, you are dead. So there's nothing confidential. So I'm saying that, or I'm proposing that the next of kin should be notified with the bank balance of someone who is dead. so that if that next of kin is going to apply for letters of administration in the court, the person can easily write the bank balance and then go and get the LA and come back for the money. But if you are saying the person should go to court, go and get a fresh order to come for the balance before they go back to the court again, I think it's an unnecessary pressure on the system. So I'm suggesting to the Bank of Ghana that let's revise the note. Let's make it this way. The banks should be able to disclose the bank balance of a dead man to the next of kin, so that based on that, the next of kin can inform whoever is going to apply for probate or letters of administration. Then they can insert the proper values, go for the LA or the probate, and come for the money. I think it will make life quite easier for all of us. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow me from wherever you are watching from, either Facebook, TikTok, or YouTube. I am Richard Ni Ama Esquire. Thank you.